Hey guys, it's Hoot ATB. I'm back again. This is episode number 32 of a hunt, $100 nickel hunt that I just completed. And every time I complete them, I like bringing in you guys, show you some different varieties, errors, low mintage coins that you should be on the lookout for. So I went to the bank, I got myself a box of nickels, went through all 50 rolls, and during that hunt, these are the nickels that I ended up pulling out, approximately 38 of them. Different stuff, oddities, so on and so forth, that I'm going to talk about. Some of them might bring some extra value, or collectors just like to look for them and buy them, or fill your Jefferson nickel books. So let me go ahead and get started with recap number 32. We'll start over here on the left hand side. These are the foreign coins that I found. I found four foreign coins, all from Canada, ranging from 1982 to 1989. I pull these out just because they pique my interest when I find them. Unfortunately, these Canadian coins are not magnetic, so you can't detect them prior to opening up the roll, which I like to do with the quarters. All right, next, here are two 2009 nickels. One is from the Philadelphia Mint, right there. Has a mintage of just 39 million. And then here is from the Denver Mint, which has a mintage of 46 million, which is a lot lower than the 300 million that were made in 2010 and 2008. So these are considered lower mintage for your modern coins. So if you ever come across 2009 coins, they're worth pulling out because they're lower mintage. All right, next we'll address these. These are the San Francisco mints that I found. Being from Ohio, I don't find too many San Francisco minted coins. This is a 1969 S and a 1970 S. At the end of the day, these are still only worth a nickel. There was a lot of them minted. Only if they're in super high grade are they going to be worth a lot of value. So when grading your nickels, you know you always want to look at these steps right here on the back. And if you can see 4 or 5 steps, full steps, then that's going to let you know that it's in higher grade. These steps are all mushed together. This is a very low grade, but I like pulling them out because I don't see S mint marks every day. All right, moving right along. Let me zoom this out just a... All right. Next, we'll start with the good stuff. Well, you know what? Let's start over here with the common stuff, all right? So, these are going to be your 1958s out of Denver. I found 1959 out of Denver. So I always pull out the 1959 coins and earlier. So I found 6 from 59, and then 3 from 59 Philadelphia, right? So I always consider better dates on coins for any coin that was minted 30 million coins or less. So the 1959 is a better date, and I found one 1958, which is also a better date, so less than 30 million minted. I found 2 1958s out of Denver. Here is 1956 out of Philadelphia, really rough condition, and a 56 Denver. And right next door, here's a nicely toned 55 out of Denver. Toning is subjective. Some people like it, some people don't. It's got some patina going on with it. Yep, so there's that one. And here's a better date for you. So less than 30 million minted. This is a 1954 out of San Francisco. So you got the 1954. You flip it over on the back right here. Zoom in on the right side on a cello. See if I can get her to focus for you. And right there you can see that S mint mark. That's a better date, that 54S. Then moving along, we've got this 1953 out of Philadelphia. Two 1952s out of Philadelphia. We've got this 1951 out of Denver, which is also less than 30 million minted. You're going to have that D mint mark right there next to the Monticello. Nice. And then we got this 1949 out of Philadelphia. Had a really good hunt. I found a lot of oldies. Like I said, 29 of them in total, minted between 1959 and 1939. So finding 29 was quite the feat. And along the way, I actually struck some silver. Here's 1943 out of Philadelphia, minted. You'll see that large P mint mark above the Monticello. So if you find coins with that large mint mark above the top of it, if you find nickels with the large mint mark above the top of it, you'll know this coin is 35% nickel. So instead of being worth 5 cents, the silver content is going to bring it up in between $1.50 and $1.75, just based on silver melt value. Nice coin. There was hundreds of millions of those struck. It's not super rare, but finding silver along the way is always nice. Here's a 1942 out of Denver that I found as well. Right there, you got that D mint mark. In 1942 was a transition year. So after, in October of 1942, they started minting coins in silver. So that D mint mark, if this was silver, that D mint mark would be on top of the Monticello right there. This one is not silver, hence the D being on the right-hand side of the Monticello. But if you find yourself in 1942 with a D mark above the top of it, it was minted after October of 1942 and contains 35% silver. All right. Next one is a 41 out of Denver that I found. Pretty cool. And a 1940 out of Philadelphia. Really good hunt here. Found a lot of oldies. And two 1939s. So second year Jefferson mintage. Always make sure you look on the reverse of these coins for the DDO, or the DDR, I'm sorry. If you did have the DDR, you would see a lot of doubling right here on the word Monticello and 5 cents. And you can always cross-reference that with images on Wexler's. It's you go to Wexler's website, doubledie.com, and then it's going to send you to another link called Brian's Varieties, and you can actually see images if you had a DDO or a DDR. So this is the other 1939. The front looks halfway decent. You know, it's been circulated for over 80 years. But I like pulling out those coins from the 30s. Once again, this does not have the DDR on it. It's been used and abused. Been used and abused, that's for sure. All right. Then let's see. I think we're down to the last coin here. Last coin I found is nice Buffalo. So unfortunately, it has some damage down here. You cannot see the date. But what's your thought on using Nicodate on this bad boy to get a date? I probably will, because this coin is so highly damaged that it's not going to devalue it if I put some Nicodate on it. But anyways, that was my episode 32 of my $100 nickel coin roll hunt. Thanks for stopping by and watching everything that I found in the box. So I hope everybody has a great day. Please like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot.